Hey, this is Chris Poff with the current Orlando Real Estate News Flash, and I'm getting questions from you as far as, is it time to get serious about looking for homes for sale in Orlando? And before I answer that question, let me just give you a little bit of background on me. I was born in Columbus, Ohio, did my undergrad at Ohio State, my master's at University of Cincinnati, and I've been active in Orlando real estate and Florida real estate since 1996. I've personally and also helped my clients buy and sell millions of dollars worth of real estate in Florida. And so back to the question, is it time to get serious about looking for homes for sale in Orlando? Well, let me give you the inside scoop from, I was just reading my Florida Realtors newsletter, and they just had an article on the 7 reasons that job gains could last this time. So let me actually show you that. So here's the newsletter. And what they're saying is that this is March 12th, 2012, and companies are generating waves of jobs. In fact, U.S. employers added 227,000 jobs in February, the third straight month of 200,000 plus job growth. So what they're saying is 7 reasons, and here's the first reason. Companies can't squeeze more output from the workers. I totally agree with that. The mega corporations and the banks are sitting on more cash reserves than ever before in the history of the world. So now they're finally realizing that as demand grows, they have to hire again. Secondly, consumers are sturdier, they're more stable. Since the recession, households have cut their debts and rebuilt savings, and one key measure of household debt burden, which is debt payments as a percentage of after-tax income, is at its lowest point since 1994. So there's another good reason. Another reason they're saying is tensions ease in Washington. Well, I don't know what news they're watching, but I still see a lot of partisan politics and fighting. But that's what they're saying there. And they're saying housing is inching back. And I agree with that. There are more calls coming in. I talk to builders, and builders have more traffic. So I think there is a trend. And the question is, let me show you one other thing as far as we get something called the housing pulse. And this is the trend of the area. They're studying the Orlando area. And in January of 2011, total inventory was 14,398 homes. That's resale homes. So 14,398. Now, as of January 2012, that has dropped to 9,258. So there's 9,258 homes for sale versus 14,398. Pretty significant trend down. Where would I like to see it? I'd like to see it down by about 7,000 homes for sale. But the trend is undeniable. It's going down in the right direction. So have we stabilized? Are we headed back for recovery? There's a pretty good indicator there, and the question is, back to, is it time to get serious about, looking for homes for sale in Orlando? Well, for me personally, if I could get my hands on $5 million, I would buy every undervalued home I could get my hands on. And why? Because the rental formula works for the first time in many, many years. And what I mean by that is I can go out and buy the right home at the right price and rent it for either break even or positive cash flow right out of the chute. And that it has not been that way in my area down by Disney for many years. But finally it's back to where pricing is such that you can actually rent a home for either break even or positive cash flow, depending on the situation, whether or not you bought it right. So the question is, does it make sense for you to buy a home in Orlando now? Well, I can't answer that, but I can certainly help you figure out if it feels like the right time for you to get serious about looking for homes for sale in Orlando, because your situation is different than mine and different than my other clients. So if you call me, I'll help you with a custom tailored plan of action for you and your unique situation.